Take me a minute, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing. So, are we all ready? Okay, so today is the first live PARS class, and today is for people who are at home with COPD or other respiratory conditions. Although, to be honest, it's probably suitable for anybody that's wants a gentle exercise session. You just take as many rest breaks as you need to. If you need inhalers, have your inhalers to hand. The only equipment that we're going to need for this exercise session is a chair and something that you can use as hand weights. So I've got a pair of dumbbells, but similarly like in our other workouts, tins of something, tins of beans, bottles of water, house bricks, whatever you've got that's going to be heavy enough for you to do a little workout with. Okay, so we're going to start off, we're going to have a warm up, get the heart rate up, get their breathing rate up a little bit. Just remember, please, just rest if you need to. If anything's too much, have a sit down. You can do all of the exercises that we do today, majority of which you can probably do sat down anyway. And let us know along the way how we're getting on, if you're enjoying it, if you want to do a little bit more, if you want a bit hard, whatever, just let us know. Alright, I will get started with a little warm up, I think. So yeah. May the 4th be with you. Okay, so first of all, we're just going to get the heart rate up, get the breathing rate up. I'm just going to start by marching on the spot. Yeah, so it's a nice day today. I would normally have been in the garden, but the kids are all out there today, so I'm marooned in the bedroom, much like everybody else. You'll notice as well that I'm completely forgotten to put my shoes on. Now ideally you would have this workout, you'd have a sturdy shoe on, trainer or a footwear on, but in my rush to get everything sorted and my panic to get everything right, completely forgot to put my trainers on. There's going to be things like this along the way. We're not doing anything high impact, you'll be absolutely fine. So I'm just getting the heart rate up a little bit. I'm going to do some ability work as well, so I'm going to roll the shoulders back and round, up, back and round. I'm going to do around about 5 minutes of this. Hope you're all ready. Up and ready and raring to go. Okay, we'll change the marching. We're just going to do a toe tap forward. So we're tapping our toes out in front, nice and slowly. So if this is too much, you can do it sat down, you can do it holding on to something if you need to. If you feel unwell at any point during the exercise, like I say, sit down, have a rest. If you start to feel a little bit better, then you can carry on. If you don't, if you're generally quite unwell and you're feeling a bit dizzy, you can't get your breath, then just call it for today. Don't do any more. If you still feel unwell, then you need to probably speak to your GP. Hopefully you've all been to some of our sessions before. You know the score. It shouldn't feel like that though. It's nice at your own pace. You do as much or as little as you want. Alright, shoulders back, shoulders back, shoulders back. Alright, so now we're going to take the feet out to the side. We're just going to open up the hips. Start mobilising the area around your hips and your lower back a little bit too, so we get some ability work there. Tap out to the side, and I'm just tapping my toe. Don't think the camera will quite show you that, but just toe out to the side. Again, you can do it at your own speed, so you can do it a little bit slower if you want. first one, I don't know who's on, don't know who's here, or whether people are going to watch it on repeat later or whatnot, I don't know. So let us know. Okay, we'll bring the arms in a little bit of a swing back too. So after our warm up, I'm going to go into the main part of the exercise. After we've done a few stretches, we're going to go into the main part of the exercise, and I'll explain that as we go, but there's plenty of rest breaks as well. Okay, so after the tap out to the side, we're going to do a little tap back. So a little tap back, toe back, toe back. Okay. Okay, so a little bit more mobility work. We've had our hands up. We're just going to have a little bit of front arm crawl. So we're mobilising these shoulders. Front arms, round in a circle. We'll do the same back. Great. Good. And then hands up to the side here like this. I'm going to twist round, halfway, back to the centre, round to the other side. So centre, side, centre, side. So just do a little bit of mobilisation. Okay, back to a march. Somebody said some things out. Okay, it's all my team. Thank you. Can't read it, it's too small. Okay, we're going to do a few flicks to your bottom with your feet. Hold on if you need to. I hope you're all joining in and not just watching, by the way. I do know my squeaky floorboard, need to get that fixed. Okay, so a little bit more, we're just going to pop the hips from side to side. Pop, pop. Then we're going to do some side bends, so down one leg, back up, down the other leg, back up. Little reset in the middle. And some circles with the hips too. So keep your shoulders still, just moving the hips round in a circle, and then the other way. Very good. I'm saying that to myself because I can't see you. Okay, so if we're feeling a little bit warmer, a couple of stretches just to get the muscles ready as well and limbered up. We're going to put one hand on the shoulder, we're going to point the elbow up towards the ceiling and stretch for a tricep. A little push of encouragement from your other arm, same with the other. And then a few leg stretches, so one leg forward, front leg forward, back, both feet pointing that way. You're going to bend your front knee, hold on for your support, for your balance if you need to, but keep your back heel pressed down to the floor. Just stretch your calf muscle at the back there. Hold for about 5-10 seconds and then we'll swap. Okay, hamstring stretch. Hamstring stretch you can do in the chair if you want. Nice and easy. So we're just going to sit on the edge of your chair, you're going to put your leg out in front, heel down, toe up towards the ceiling, chest up, and then take a bow leaning forward, you should put a little tiny little bend in the knee, not a massive one, just a tiny bend in to take the lock off. You should feel that stretch your hamstring, the back of your thigh there. Alright, change legs, toe up to the ceiling, slight bend in your knee just to take the lock off, chest up, and then as if somebody's pulling your lapels forward. Okie dokie. Alright. Right, so our circuit we're going to do, as is for people with respiratory conditions, we're going to do 4 exercises. We're going to do an aerobic exercise, followed by a functional upper body exercise, then another aerobic exercise, followed by a leg strengthening exercise. So those are the 4 exercises. We're going to do it for a minute each. We're going to have a rest after those 4, and then we're going to do the same 4 again, and then have a bigger rest, and then do a different 4 twice. Okay, so I'll explain the first set of 4 exercises. The first ones we're going to do is aerobic exercise. We're going to do half jacks. So you're going to tap out to your side with your foot. I'm going to bring the arm out as well. So we're going to alternate half jacks out to the side. So we're going to do 1 minute of those. Then we're going to do bicep curls. So with our hand weights, we're going to keep our elbows in. We're going to curl up and back down. You can do this sat down if you need to, and you can do them alternate if you want to as well. So you're getting a longer rest in between each arm. Okay. The next one is high knees. So we're going to lift the knees up towards our hands. We're going to do that for a minute. If that's too much, then you're just going to march on the spot. Alright, and then the next one we're going to do lunges. So this is where you need something to hold on to. We're going to do a reverse lunge. We're not going forwards, we're going back. So we're going to hold on to something. We're going to take a step back, drop the back knee down, and then back up again. Yeah, step back, drop down, and back up. Alright, so those are the 4 exercises. 1 minute on each. I'll set my stopwatch on. Ready? Okay, half jacks it is. Out to the side. Let's go. So remember, the speed is up to you. You can go super fast or super slow. You can do it in the chair. It's easy enough to just transfer, do exactly the same in the chair. If it gets too much with your arms, just take the arms out and just do the legs. So we're doing a minute of this one, then we'll go on to the biceps after that, okay? Halfway through. Second one in. Now hold that tummy in and lift from the arm, lift from the shoulder. Okay. Next one we're going to do bicep curls. So your hand weights. Again, as I say, you can do it sat down if you need to. You're going to keep your feet still, but you're going to wiggle your toes. 1 minute on the clock, off we go. We're wiggling our toes because sometimes we might have a comorbidity of high blood pressure or heart conditions. So it just helps keep our blood pressure normal at the same time. Alright. So just wiggle your toes. You can march on the spot if you want to. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can march at the same time. So these are 2 kilo weights. If you haven't got anything like that, like I say, then it's just swapping it in for what you've got at home. If a tin of beans isn't heavy enough, then you could put 2 tins of beans in a little carrier bag and do a little bicep curl that way. Then you've got more or less a kilo in each bag then, 800 grams to be precise. 10 seconds left. Still wiggling my toes, shoulders back, elbows tucked right into your sides. Breathe in regularly. Okay. It's the duck. Okay, next one is high knees. So remember, if you need a rest at any point, then do have a rest, sit down. It's not compulsory that you keep going all the way through. But high knees is next. So, lifting the knees up. Do it in the chair. Do it a little bit slower. Just march if you need to. look out straight ahead. I can see out my window my neighbour's waving at me. So cardiovascular exercise and aerobic exercise, obviously we're getting our breathing rate up. We're increasing our heart rate, so we're encouraging that kind of breathlessness. And it's really safe, it's really encouraged that we do increase our breathlessness to feel safe when we are breathless. Sometimes when we get breathless and we do feel unsafe. But hopefully the exercises that we do today encourages you to get a little bit breathless but still feel that you can control it and that you can get your breath back. So it's important to maintain exercise. It's okay to get out of breath and get breathless as long as you can feel in control and that you can get that breath back. Next one is lunges. So I'm going to take a little step forward, hold on to something. I've got a chest of drawers beside me, your chair otherwise. I'm going to take a step back, foot back, knee down, little curtsy to the Queen. It's not me, obviously. Oh. Press the stopwatch. Always press the stopwatch. Always forget that bit. Step, drop, up, back. Step, drop, up, back. Fabulous. So here we're working the big muscles of the thighs. Now these, sometimes when you've been poorly, you haven't exercised for a while, you have respiratory conditions, these muscles, your quadriceps, get quite weak. These are the first muscles to deteriorate, usually atrophy. And if you don't have these strong muscles, it can actually make you more breathless. It's part of the vicious circle of breathlessness. The less exercise you do, the weaker your muscles get, the less efficient you are at oxygen delivery and so on. So you then get more breathless. So that's why it's important to keep these legs nice and strong. Just checking the clock there. 2, 1, duck. Alright, little rest now. Brilliant. Sit down, you've got about 30 seconds to a minute or so, just have a little rest. Just going to have a look on here. Hope everyone's doing okay. Someone is using tin of dog food, Stephen Mooney, dog food. I couldn't use my dog food, it's like a 15k sack. So yeah, a little rest and then we'll get going again. Everyone okay? So it's the same 4 exercises next, and then we'll do 4 different ones. Normally in my class I normally don't have it written down, somebody just reminds me of what we're supposed to be doing. I've had to write it down today because in one ear, straight out the other. So this is normally where we have a little chat, we get to know each other, tell each other what we've done on the weekend. So yeah, feel free. How are you? What's new? Not a lot. So when you've recovered, then we get going again. Second set, same as first. Half jacks. So that was just a short rest. Didn't record it, but it was probably a minute. 30 seconds to a minute. If you need longer, you do longer. You can always catch us up. I wish I'd put my shorts on. Warm in here. I think the central heating's been on this morning. Roasting. I'll have to figure out a way of trying to put music on at the same time. Not mastered that bit yet. Maybe figure that bit out for next week. Seconds. 2, 1. Straight into the arm curls. Shoulders back, tummy in, soft knees, curl it up and back down. Off we go. Remember to wiggle those toes. So this one is a bit of an active recovery functional exercise. So keeping your arms nice and strong. You know, it's a functional exercise. It's good because we're going to need to use our arms. And when we don't exercise, again, similarly, the arms get weak. Makes everyday living activities that bit harder to do. Good. Keep going. 5 seconds left. Woo! Okay. Next one. It's the high knees or march. Have a rest if you need to, otherwise we're going to get the knees up. If this is too easy, you can make it a little harder, bring the arms down, pump it in. If not, keep the arms a bit lower, and like I say, you can just march if you find that a struggle, or do it sat down. Squeaky floorboard. Seconds. Lunges. So remember, back on these back step lunges, these reverse lunges. Take a step forwards so we've got room. Big step back. Drop the back foot, back knee down, and back up again. Okay, so foot down, knee down toward the floor. Try not to let your front knee come over your toe. So it's straight down as if you're going into crown green bowling position, and back up again. Then swap legs. It's probably really important that you've got something to hold on to for your balance if you need to. Step, drop, up, back. If you struggle with your balance, you can take your feet a little bit wider. So you're not doing one behind the other. Okie doke. Oh. And that's the second set. Let's have a rest. Okay. So a little bit of a longer rest now. So in between the first set of exercise and the second set of exercise, we'll probably have a bit of a longer break. Really get your breath back. Use your inhaler if you need to. If you need to get a recovery breath, you can lean your elbows on your knees like this. Really opens up the airway so you can get a little bit more air in, a little bit more oxygen in. Just a little bit lean forward there so you can get your breath back in between the exercises. Incidentally, if you need to do that at any other point, obviously, just feel free. And if this isn't comfortable, whatever works for you. Some people prefer to lean on the back of the chair. So you could do it like this. So it looks quite casual, but you're actually opening up the airways by doing this. Okay. So the next 4 exercises we're going to do, we're going to do a step back and arms forward. So I call it pastry, because we do a tap back like this with our feet, and we're going to roll pastry to the front with our arms. So that's why I call it. You can call it something else if you like. We're going to do a tricep kickback. So with our weights, or our dog food, Stephen, we're going to have our arms up by our shoulders, elbows back, and extend back behind you like you're doing Ed of the Eagle, Edwards, off the top of the slopes, like that. But try to Try not to launch yourself forwards. Okay, so it's for the arms, from the side. Okay, so that's the tricep kickback. We're going to do twist and punch. Hopefully, if I've got room in here, I've not possessed that. So you're going to do this with your feet. Yeah, so it's a twist in your body, and then you can reach across and punch. So it's a cardio exercise again, an aerobic exercise. And then the last one we're going to do sit to stand. So sit in the chair, stand up. Sit in the chair, stand up. So aerobic, functional upper body, aerobic legs. Yeah? Those are the 4 exercises, and we're going to do them twice again. Ready? Stopwatch's gone off. So, pastry first. Let's go. So feet go back, arms roll up from the shoulders. And if that's too much for your arms, if you've got an arm injury, or if it's just too much for your arms, do one at a time. I'll take the arms out completely. And again, the speed is up to you. If you were doing this one sat down, if you were struggling getting your feet back behind the chair, which you probably would, you could just do a march in the chair, do a sit down march, or do a side tap. 20 seconds. Pastry, pastry, pastry. Now you can probably tell I've never rolled pastry in my life. I'm a one sheet, pre-rolled kind of person. But hey, it's lockdown, it's time. Kickbacks. Right, so arms up, elbows back, little lean forwards like you're looking over the edge of a cliff. Press go. And extend our arms back. So we're like swinging ourselves forwards, swinging the arms back, should I say, but not teetering over the edge of the cliff. Okay. So we should feel this on the back of our arms, our triceps. And like I said, if this is too much doing both together, you can do one at a time. But you really want to have those elbows tucked into your sides like you're holding a newspaper under your armpit. Another functional exercise for your arms here. Five seconds. Yep. Twist and punch. Okay. So, feet to the side, like you're at the disco. But then you start reaching across. Start punching at the disco. Reach across. Reach across. Twist. So we're working our torso here as well, a bit of an oblique stretch. Good. If it's too much, just take the arms out. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. There's the duck. And the last one is sit to stand. It's the last one of this set. Sit to stand. Take our time. There's no rush on these things. No, the speed obviously of sit to stand is entirely up to you. You can do it completely at your own level. Sit on the front third of your chair, you're going to lean forward, drive up through the thighs, stand up, sit back down again. Okay, feel for the chair before you sit back down, so you don't sit on the floor. Dog's barking downstairs now. So like I said, your speed is up to you. You can do a little bit longer in the sit position and then drive up. Or if you're feeling that super ready to do a bit more, you don't have to do a full sit, you can just touch your bottom onto the chair and back up again. Your call. Ten seconds remain. 3, 2, 1. There's a rest. Okay, so another good 30 seconds or so rest in between the sets. Recovery position, not the lying down one, but the recovery breathing position, just to get your breath back. Slightly lean forwards, elbows on your knees. Just take some nice slow breaths, concentrate on breathing out. If you need to do some pursed lip breathing, you make a little circle with your mouth and concentrate on the outward breath, so blowing long and slow. So next we're going to do the same 4 exercises again, last time now, and then we'll have a cool down and some stretches, and we'll do those in the chair. Alright, so hopefully we've all recovered. If not, if you need to take a bit longer and join us in a bit, that's fine, it's no problem. Alright, so what was first? Pastry. Okay, off we go. Second set. So feet back, roll the pastry, terrible technique. There you go, don't worry. How are we all doing? Good? No idea? So the rest of the week, I haven't printed out a timetable, but I know Gareth's on today, 2 o'clock. So join Gaz for a workout later on this afternoon. Pastry kickbacks, triceps. Okay, ready? Lean forwards, arms straight back behind you. Good. Now I'm going to talk all the way through the exercise class. I normally sing. In the absence of any music, then whatever else. Ten seconds to go. Bit more than 10. Okay. Oh, what have I done? Oh. Sorry. Twist and punch. Okay. Steve-O's watching. Hi, Steve-O. Nearly done. Some alert. Something's happened in the world. Three, two, one. Last one, everybody. It's the last exercise. Sit to stand. Let's go. Sit down. Stand up. Okay. 1 minute of this. Then we're going to have a cool down, stretch off. Bob's your uncle. If you need a rest, by the way, I just went straight in there, but you know the drill. Have a rest. Get your breath. Take your time. You're good. 10 seconds remaining. 2, 1, stop. Okay, sit down. Fantastic. Well done. That's really good. So that's the main part of the circuit done. Just going to have a little cool down, stretch off now. I'm just going to get our breath back first if you need to, so a little rest after that. Again, assume the position. If that helps, if it doesn't help, then sit up or stand up or do whatever is best for you when you're feeling that your breathing is a little bit too fast for you. So just get your breathing back. And we'll do some nice gentle exercises just to bring the heart rate back down, and some stretches for your muscles, and then that's it. So who's on here? Okay, hi. Alright, so we're just going to march the feet. So we're sitting in the chair, back away from the backrest, so you're sitting on the front part of the chair. Just going to lift your feet up, nice and steady, nice and slow this bit now. So we want to just bring everything back down, calm everything back down before we can wrap it up. Okay, now we're just going to tap the feet out to the side tap, side tap. Okay, and you're just going to pedal your feet, so feet up and down, just wiggling their toes. Shoulders back, tummy in. I'm going to stretch off first of all our upper body, so we're going to stretch up our triceps first. One hand on the shoulder, I'm going to reach that elbow up towards the ceiling, give it a bit of a push of encouragement with the other arm. I'm going to feel that stretch down the front of your tricep there, the back of your arm. We got hi Stacey, is that Gloria? Hi Gloria. Rick, hi Mum. Is that me? Where's your mum on? I don't know. The other arm? Can't see anything else. Too far away, this print's too small. But hi everybody. Hope you've all been doing the exercise and not just watching. Alright. Bicep stretch, one hand on front of the other, on top of the other. Straighten our arms out in front. We're going to try and double back our arms and see if they'll bend backwards. They won't, of course, because our elbows will stop us doing that. There you look. But we're just going to stretch off the biceps there. And just loosen that off. Chest stretch, we're going to reach our hands behind, hold on to the back of the chair, roll the shoulders back and a little lean forward so you feel that stretch across the front of your chest. And an upper back stretch, we do the opposite. So we're going to bring our arms forward, like we're putting our arms around a really, really, really large tree, chin forwards. Okay, so moving down the body, you're going to put your hands on the side of your chair. So the front chair legs, you're going to slide down one side, spar down as is comfortable, reach up in the air with the other leg, just watch him, just check you're listening. Arm, the other way. Okay. Cinema stretch. We twist round, going to look over one shoulder. You call this a cinema stretch. In case you need to tell somebody off who's sat behind you. In case you start putting the feet on the chair. Like they do. The other way. Or you're telling the kids off for undoing the seat belts. Okie dokie. Front part of the chair, heel down, toe up. We're going to work our hamstrings, stretch our hamstrings now. No, actually, we'll do our calves first. So, legs straight out in front. Shuffle my chair back. Sorry. Foot out in front, toe up, leg locked and straight. You reach down towards the toe and you'll feel that pull in your calf muscle there. Alright? So it's just in the belly of the calf muscle. Really curl that toe up towards you and make sure that that leg is locked straight. Alright, so a few seconds on that stretch. And then we're going to just relax your foot. Bend the knee a little bit, so you're just taking the lock off. Lift your chest up, and then imagine someone's pulling your lapels forwards, so you feel the stretch in your hamstring. That's the belly of the muscle behind your leg, the back of your leg. Okay? And if you don't, just wiggle your heel a bit further forwards, a bit further away from you. Okay, other leg, heel down, toe up towards the ceiling. Reach down, if you can touch your toe, brilliant, top of your sock, wherever. Feel that stretch your calf. Then relax your foot. Slight bend in the knee, just take the lock off, lift the chest up. Imagine someone's pulling you forward. Just feel that stretch in your hamstring there. Good. Okay. One more stretch I like to do at the end of my classes here is just going to lean on our knees. Imagine that you're either fishing or stroking the dog, the really small dog. And then we're just going to lean forwards and we're going to stretch off our backs. So you're going to lean forwards as far as it's comfortable for you to do. I can't feel it for you, so if you're feeling it's uncomfortable, then stop. But as far as it's comfortable, you're going to walk your fingers forwards a little bit so you feel the pull across your back. And then back in again. And then we're going to slowly, ever so slowly curl back up. So you're going to slowly bring your arms back up your legs. And rest your elbows on your knees. And then hands on your knees. You're going to walk your hands back up your thighs. Take your hands up, above your head. Stretch your legs out. Lean back. And this is a good morning stretch at the end. Good morning. We have finished. Yes. Okay, so well done everybody. Hope you feel okay. Hope that was alright for you. Just give us some feedback and let us know how that was, whether it was alright or not. Alright, enjoy this afternoon with Gaz. 2 o'clock, he's doing a circuit somewhere in his house, I presume. Alright, good luck Gaz. See you later. Bye.